I'm Matt.
And I'm Randy.
And you're going on a Florida Jeep ride. Today we're going to do a little bit of history because everyone has heard about the Hatfield and McCoy family feud. But did you know that Osceola County and Orlando have its own family feud? The Barbers and the Mizell family feud took place around 1870. And all in total, they said there was somewhere between 35 to 40 people that were shot as a result of this feud. And today, we're going to visit some of those places. But it's also going to start our trail ride about 4:35 o'clock, at which time we're going to go out onto a few trails until it gets dark. And then we're going to come back and we're going to visit the graveyard at night. So this is part of the Florida Trail also. And you have this nice bridge out here where you can go over the creek. This is as far as the trail goes for vehicles. And if it's not small game season, you can still hike the Florida Trail and come out here. If it's small game season, you can drive up to where the bridges are. And they are right over there. Did you see it? An old car out there. Let's go look at it. Hey, when you're out jeeping, you run into people. This is David, and he's out here too.
Mike,
Claire,
and Claire, and they're out there. And these are ZJ/XJ people.
oh yeah,
yeah, which is good because a Jeep is a Jeep. And for all you Wrangler people, wave to the ZJs and XJs if they're lifted. If it's a soccer mom, don't worry about it. But if it's lifted, give them a wave too. They're still part of the Jeepin' family. We get no sunset. It's real disappointing.
everybody doing their snicker thing. You said Snickers.
You guys, we got lots of them. All the Snickers.
Mike, you there?
Yep, I got you.
Tell us who you are or what you're driving.
Alright, Mike, riding double in the XJ.
This is Tim and Ann and the road dogs. David and Desiree.
That's David and Desiree in the silver XJ.
Yeah, this is their first time riding with us. We met them out here and they said they've been following the channel, so it was nice to see them with their kids. For those that are from out of Florida, what you're seeing is actually the cold front that's moving in, or started to move in this morning.
That's why I'm wearing a hoodie and a sweater, because right now it's 57 degrees. And in Florida, the temperatures are different than up north. There's a wetness in the air, so when it drops down into the 50s or 40s, the cold cuts through you. It's different. It's totally different. You have to experience it. Okay, after we get across this first area, I'm gonna hop out and Randy's gonna drive, and then I'll record everybody on foot as y'all drive through.
Look at that.
It's smoking.
Yeah.
It got wet.
Well, hello.
Do you like it?
Oh, that was a blast.
Yeah. Wait till we go back in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
She's smoking behind you. That's just water on the motor?
Yes,
Was that your first time to do that?
no.
Kids asleep? Or?
One of them.
Yeah.
They're getting up.
That's a fun trail.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you like that, huh?
That was awesome.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe we can call it the swamp dog.
The swamp dog.
Oh, speaking of dogs.
There she is. Hey, she's not barking at you right now.
No. Well,
Not bad.
not bad. Do you like that? That's a cool trail.
Yeah, not too deep, pretty hard at the bottom.
No dusty boogers.
No dusty boogers. What's that?
Everybody make it?
Everybody made it.
Good job.
And only one person had a little bit of smoky motor. So we're good to go. That's the first water crossing with the group. We're going to the end of 3 again, I know. And we're gonna wait till it gets dark and then come back through.
I'm Daniel. This is my wife Stacy Alexander, and my 4 boys.
Four
We're all
boys.
here.
4 boys in the back, and you're driving a...
This is a Jeep Gladiator Mojave Edition. We have put a 3rd row seat in the back with air conditioning and a Lear. It's a Lear top on it.
Cool.
So, yep.
Well, y'all have a great ride.
You betcha.
Thanks,
Thank you.
thanks for watching.
Key adventure.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Those people that like radiator.
Yeah. So when you're going through water, you want to try to avoid getting water too high, because you don't want to suck it in through right there.
Yeah, because it'll waterlock.
Yeah, it'll hydrolock itself out and you're gonna have a hard time. But normally it will smoke, but we're just gonna do a quick inspection anyway.
Hard to believe how the hogs just destroy this stuff. And Steve waits patiently.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're ready to go. Water droplets coming down.
Hey, we ran into some hunters out here, and they're just gonna let you know a little bit about etiquette between Jeepers and hunters. And you hear me all the time, but now from hunters themselves, what would you like Jeepers to know?
Well, sometimes we do hunt near the road, so you might see us. If you do see us, probably just ignore us. Maybe wave, but don't honk the horn and yell hello. We prefer it to be quiet, that's all.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for watching too.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
We'll do our best to get them coordinated.
I love
together.
your channel, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you doing it.
Enjoy.
Jenny.
What about that curl up to the side so he can make it?
It's muddy.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to try to go on through, you can go ahead on through.
Buggy stuff.
We got
I know you guys
full forward. Somebody want to hook them up? Well, yeah, there's a bypass. It's just not really good.
Joe to the rescue. Oh no!
Got your boots on, Randy?
Yeah, I do.
Or you step someplace you're not supposed to?
Yeah, I got my boots on.
Okay, step out of here, over here, out of the way. Yeah, you ready? Tim? Well, what would a Jeep ride be without somebody getting stuck? And thanks to Tim and Ann, we got a recovery.
These things would do that a lot. I mean, I got great ones today.
Thank you so much. The highlight of the video.
Absolutely. Oh, that.
Any light? There you go.
Can you see it from all the mud?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Cachorro enfangado. Cachorro is puppy.
Go back a little bit. Now give it gas. There you go. Give it gas. Go, go, go. Perfect. How'd you like that?
Lockers didn't help me.
Oh. Stay to the left side. Probably don't want to scratch the tree. It's dark outside, and to show you just how dark it is, we're about to turn off some lights so you can see how dark it is. Let's take a look. It's kind of hard to see anything, even with my headlight on. I mean, I can see the ground. I can see oak trees. I can see my shadow. I'll catch up. Hey, what happened back there?
I followed him.
He's got big tires. Don't follow him.
So, I'm with you on the frame.
Well,
Cachorro entangado.
I don't know how far back Matthew is.
tell her to wait a second for me.
Hey, he's right here with us. We're going to go live.
Flower, even at night.
This is the northern graveyard out at Bull Creek, right behind me, and it does have graves. There's a lot of the family members of a family called Lanier. There's a Confederate grave out here that doesn't have a name on it, but this land that we're on used to be part of a really big cattle ranch. It was owned by a family called the Barbers. The Barbers had one of the biggest cattle ranches out here, and there was a feud that took place with the Mizell family. The Mizell family was appointed by the Reconstruction government that was established after the War of the States. They imposed a tax on large herds. When they imposed a tax on large herds, the Barber family refused to pay it. They didn't want to pay it. So the sheriff, who was David Mizell, whose brother was Judge Mizell out of Orlando, came down to the cattle ranch that was down here, and he would cattle wrestle the cows to pay the taxes. So he was stealing cows. They stole a prize heifer from them. There was a family feud going on. They were arguing between each other. There was hostility between the two because of the two sides. The Confederacy and the Union was still kind of like causing hostility. Moses Barber got tired of him wrestling his cattle. So he said publicly, if you come on my land one more time, you will be leaving feet first. They sent out a warrant to go get Moses and go get the people that were down here. And as they were coming down, they were crossing Bull Creek, that water crossing that we just did. And as they were crossing it, there was an ambush. And they shot the sheriff. They didn't shoot the deputy. They shot the sheriff, David. And when they shot David, his son was there, Billy. His dying request to his son was, do not avenge my death. Unfortunately, his brother John, who was the judge up in Orlando, had other plans. He formed a posse of 20 people, and they came down here to arrest all of the Barber family. They found one of the Barber family people and his sons, and they arrested them, and they tied him to a tree. And 20 men in that posse unloaded on him so that they couldn't put a murder on one single person. His wife kept the coat that he had with all the bullet holes in it. Well, this family feud has an interesting ending to it, because eventually two of the descendants, a girl and a guy, one from each family, fell in love and made it a uniting force between the two families. So to this day, a lot of people don't know anything about the Barber Mizell. There were court records, but mysteriously the courthouse in Orlando burnt down. And they found evidence of arson. They don't know who did it and why all the court records would have been burnt. But in this feud that went on, they said that there was somewhere, I think, between 35 and 40 people that died. This is the graveyard of Bull Creek. And y'all are welcome to go in and take a look if you want. All right, follow us.
I didn't see you. Do you want this, Matthew?
Yeah.
This would be good.
Well, they're not coming in.
They're scared of ghosts.
There's
Just want to get his camera.
that's probably a marker of some kind.
I see a Yates because I did record it.
When?
We were here earlier today. But I just
This-
don't remember where it was.
This is Catherine Lanier's gravesite. She was born March 17th in 1816. She died January 15th, 1895. She lived to be 78 years, 9 months, and 28 days. She was alive during the feud. So if she could talk, she would tell us. There's a lot of vandalism, just like you can see on the top of there out here.
Crazy, isn't it?
And over here is the one grave marked CSA.
Yeah, it's got a battle flag.
Yeah, and that's Confederate States of America. Martha C. Oglesby, 1863 to 1883.
Christmas Day.
December 25th, 1994.
Oh.
Wow. Bert Clark, May 10th, 1927 to 1994. Always in our hearts. Pop, pop. And that's the graveyard out at Bull Creek. If you come out here, always shut the gate. Always. Yeah, because it keeps animals out that we don't need in there. Yep. Utmost respect. And this, to me, would be a peaceful place to be buried amongst all the trees and the sound of the wind. We'll see you next time. This has been a night ride out at Herky Huffman Bull Creek, and a little bit of history about the Mizell Barber Feud. It is totally different at night, and on trail number 3, if you go all the way to the north end, is where that big mud hole is. Woo! Was it good? Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you for everybody that saw us out on the trail today. It was great having people along with us. We just love doing this, and we're glad that these videos are beneficial to help you find great places to ride. Until next time, I'm Matt.
And I'm Randy.
And you just been on a Florida night ride. All right, thanks for coming out, guys. Enjoyed. It's good. Have a good one. See ya. Thanks for coming out, Mike. Enjoy. Hey, thanks for coming out. Y'all have a great service tomorrow. You're welcome. Clay, thanks for coming out.
Sure, thank you.
Have a good one. I hope I see you in the morning.